on it, that will be your security or collateral that I will hold in order to do business with you. They break open your house one time, they rape your mother, they rape your father, they rape your brother, they rape your sister, they rape your auntie, they rape your auntie, they rob you of all your jewels, they take your car if you have a license firearm, they take your firearm and they go on with that. And those that are supposed to vote for this bill, for the next year, you all are pleased and it's okay with that. What are they smoking? You cannot come and tell Saieed, well hear this now, Saieed, mass mandatory, here we go, it come to an end. And then you come and tell me, here we go on Saieed. If you go to the supermarket, the grocery, or the malls, you have to wear your mask. Saieed, if you go in a pharmacy, you have to wear your mask. Saieed, if you're traveling, you have to wear your mask. If you're in the transportation hub, you have to wear your mask. If you go to the church side, you have to wear your mask. If you're in the school side, you're wearing your mask. If you go to a barber salon, you go to the theater, you're wearing your mask. Which dum-dum in Trinidad and Tobago will go in a theater and buy a popcorn and a juice and sit down and wear a mask? Thanks! If every councillor go through their constituency, do video clips like this and send it for us, I'm gonna be so happy just to play it on our program on a Wednesday night. You know why I would be happy? I will be filled with joy in my heart. You know why? Because the councillor is getting off their butts and they are actually going and doing some live video shoots. Real Talk took the initiative to find out suppliers of wheat in the world that National Flour Mill could go to. So now Romano is saying the company is not going to raise any price in the near future. Why? Why? Is it because the S-boss and they realize now that, hey, it is in the public domain that we could go right Mexico and buy flour and wheat? We could go right China and buy wheat? I am about change. And thus far, Real Talk is very effective in Trinidad and Tobago, coming towards making changes for the citizens. Public Utility Minister Marvin Gonzalez have urged the population to appreciate and be grateful for the availability of the utilities. This, as Gonzalez recalled, time in his life when he had to fetch water using a bucket from a nearby river. Gonzalez, I want you to understand something. I want you, Mr. Gonzalez, to understand something. You are being paid thousands of dollars by public utility, by the finance ministry, to govern WASA. Come on. To govern WASA, I want you to understand that you ain't going in no office for no free code. You are being paid. Do not tell me that I, Saieed, have to be grateful for the water I get it. Let me tell you something, Gonzalez. Every 4 months, I have to pay $400 and I get water once a bloody month. So don't come on a media briefing and say, Saieed, you have to be contented. You have to be happy. Marvin, the next best thing for you to do is to resign and get the hell out of here. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk with Saieed Ali. I am your host, Saieed. We do want to thank you for joining us tonight. It's Thursday, the 19th of January 2023. So viewers, remember I always encourage you to share our live stream. We are on Facebook, Real Talk with Saieed Ali. We are on YouTube, TT Real Talk, subscribe. You would want me go live. We are also on TikTok, the #1 social media platform that is trending around the world. You can find us, Saieed Ali Real Talk. One word, Saieed Ali Real Talk. So viewers, share our Facebook stream, our YouTube stream, and TikTok. Add, like, share. So your family and friends would know about it, local, regional, and international. Remember, we are the #1 current affairs program in Trinidad and Tobago where we deal with the issues. We want you to share our live stream. So now viewers, remember I'm a licensed money lender. Those of you who are looking for cash borrow, it's not a problem. You could use house, you could use land, you could use vehicle, you could use gold. All these are assets as long as you are not owing for it. We would love to do business with you. You love to borrow, I love to lend. I love to put a smile on your face. Remember, if you want to be a member of the Real Talk Credit Union information, you can do so. Publish the numbers on screen. You can do so, viewers, by contacting our office. These are the numbers on screen. They're going to come up shortly. This is our numbers. Real Talk Credit Union information. Contact them. Inquire about your account that you want to set up for you and the kids. Remember, fixed deposit stands at 4% at Real Talk Credit Union information. So viewers, as we start our program tonight, some parts of Trinidad have been raining, some parts it's sunny. Nevertheless, we give God thanks. We have made it through the day. It's night, tomorrow is Friday, it's going to be our next day. But we give God thanks anyhow. So as we move along tonight, President Paula May Weeks has stated that although there were some things she was unable to accomplish during her time in office, she has no regrets. No regrets, she said. Now, to voice your concerns and your comment live on our program, 238-6716 is the phone number to call in, viewers. If you want to interact with us, you want to interact with the public, 238-6716. We are live from 7 to 8 p.m. Monday to Friday, with a rerun the next day from 11:30 to 12:30 p.m. Now, she has no regrets. What exactly did the Prime Minister do, the President do for Trinidad and Tobago in the last 3 years? I want to hear from you. She said, it is too soon to speak about her legacy, but she is confident. She answered the call to serve the country. President Weeks stated that there were a few things she had hoped to progress with, including making the president's role more public. Another shortcoming she admitted was that some of the promise she made in 2020 for more educational program did not bear fruit due to COVID-19 and a lack of adequate finance. Finance was the problem. Imagine that, eh? Wow. Well, here we were on a lockdown for 2 years, almost 3. So we'll give her the benefit of the doubt there. President Weeks revealed that during her presidency, she received letters from citizens. However, she admitted that some of those letters disturbed her. She added that there is also a lack of awareness among citizens of the roles and function of the presidents, giving them expectation she was unable to meet. Asked about the next president of Trinidad and Tobago, Weeks said she wishes her successor all the best. She also expressed her hope for a more inclusive nation, stating that some adjustment needed to be made. So if she needs to be made adjustments, she could have done that. Even though we had the COVID-19 in Trinidad and Tobago, She could have worked around that. Many people worked around COVID-19. Many, many families. Say what? It's only so far they were willing to go. And we just have to live with that. It's only so far. President Paula Mae Weeks was Trinidad and Tobago's first female president. But she also created some unwanted history as well. The first time in the nation's history, there was an attempt to remove a president from the office they occupied. It followed months of controversy surrounding a COP merit list that was withdrawn. As a police service commission began its search for a new police commissioner in 2021, allegations of political interference brought the process into dispute in September. It was alleged that there was a meeting on August 12th between President Weeks and the then police chair, Bliss Sipersad, to discuss the merit list. Weeks found herself embroiled in controversial political things. So, when it was revealed that the merit list was submitted to her on August 11, 2021, and subsequently withdrawn a day later, after months of controversial, the Electoral College met on October 21st, 2021, to vote on revoking Weeks from office. Imagine the Electoral College did that, eh? The independent bench did not support the motion, which required a two-thirds majority, and it failed with a final vote of 24 in favor of 47 against. Caller, good night.
Saeed.
Good night. You're live on Real Talk, my friend.
Right. Saeed, according to the president, all are we mad now? You realize that? She say, well, the high level of mental instability and so on.
I believe all of them would say the same thing, you know.
Yeah, according to the president, all are we mad? You mad, I mad, all are we mad? But you know, next week, or maybe sometime soon, I hope one of the newspaper will have a headline. There she goes with $100,000 because for 5 years, her pension is $100,000
Correct.
a month.
Yes.
I don't know, and maybe people like you should find out, is she also receiving a pension from the judiciary? That would be another $30,000 or $40,000.
Yes.
While people in Trinidad struggling to get $100 to buy food and take care of the children, it is highly immoral for somebody to be taking home maybe $140,000 in pension. So, you know,
now, caller, listen,
wake up.
Listen to this, eh? If you go and apply for pension and you're getting NIS, they're cutting your pension, correct?
Of course, you get up to a certain limit. I think it's 5,000.
Nice. So now, Paula going home with a pension from the judiciary, and also the pension, the president rule, correct?
Yes, and NIS too.
So why they didn't do some chopping up there?
Well, they couldn't, because remember, Dr. Rowley adjusted pension because he adjusted his own too, you know.
Yes.
His pension will be $80,000. In fact, he will be getting a pension that is more than the salary of a working prime minister.
Yes.
Yeah, so.
It's not easy. Thank you for raising the matter, my friend. See, viewers, if the pensioner collecting NIS, they cut in your pension. But those in authority, they are reaping the big rewards, the big benefits of the after work. But you're collecting pension, cut your NIS. You're collecting NIS, they cut your pension. And this is what the small individual have to go through. People like me and you. It's sad, you know. It's really, really sad in this country, you know. And who is stepping up to fix it? Everybody wants a piece of the pie, but nobody wants to fix the lower class people in this country. Nobody. It's sad that we as citizens have to go through some things in our own country. Imagine Venezuelans leaving Trinidad and going back to Venezuela and telling us it is too hard in our country. It is too hard in our country for us to survive. We are going back home. It's getting better. Imagine Look where Venezuela was a couple years, Venezuela was a few years back to where they are now. Look at Guyana. Guyanese are leaving Trinidad and going back home because their country are developing. We had the oil and gas sector, we have the pit sector. And what happened? What happened? We have resources here. Management seems to be a problem. Once management is a problem, everything will die down. It will die down. Imagine that, eh? Petrotrin closed down of what? Bad management. Who do we blame? Who do we blame? Nobody wants to take the blame. Everybody is correct. Call good night.
A great program as usual.
Thank you, my friend.
So the president is saying she did a good job. She happy with the job
yes.
she did. She did not one single thing to uplift the lives of the citizens of this country. She changed nothing to uplift the citizen lives in this country or better their lives or better this country in any way. And she proud of that. I don't know when she should be hanging her head in shame and disgrace and have nothing to say in this country. And reference a salary that she's getting. Everybody that is working in a country, you're working for wages, you have to pay tax.
Correct.
So I'm interested in if she's going to pay tax, and Rowley and all of them is going to pay tax on that pension. They have to pay tax. Every citizen pay taxes on their wages. I want to know if they're going to get, they have to pay tax, they pay tax on that. Thank you very much, Mr. Said.
Thank you, my friend. So viewers, we are going for a short commercial break. And we are going to talk about the citizen rejecting plans for higher electricity rate at RIC consultation. We'll be right back after this.
Do you have a public concern you would like to highlight? You can email your pictures and videos to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com. And we will highlight your concerns on our show for Public Concerns Wednesday. Realtalk Credit Union information stores are now open to members of the public. We are located at the Realtalk Group of Companies building at number 14 Crony Savannah Main Road. Opening hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Contact us via telephone at 238-6716 or 231-6219 to book your appointment. You can also stay connected with us via Facebook.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Realtalk Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saieed, Managing Director of Realtalk Group of Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
So welcome back to Real Talk viewers. Remember, Real Talk Credit Union information. You want to be a member? Contact them at 238-6716, 339-1670 or 267-7325. Remember viewers, this will benefit you. Where else can you get 4%? Nowhere else. Contact us and make 4% per year. For 5 years, how much is that? You do the maths, viewers. You do the maths. So, caller, good night.
Good evening to you, Mr. Said.
Go right ahead, my friend. How are you?
I am good. And yourself?
You
So,
there?
Saeed, management is just like parents in a house. If the parents is not... Hello? Hello?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm listening to you.
Right. So, parents in a household is like the government. If you don't budget, if you don't manage, if you don't spend wisely, if you mismanage and you gamble and you just have a ball, you would run into turbulent waters. Just same thing with the government. The government was elected, these people was elected and put there to manage our resources, right, to strengthen the economy, to make life better for each individual. Instead, what they have done is mismanage. Everybody know that, you know. It is nothing to hide anymore. They have mismanaged, they have made poor decision making, and this is why we're in this situation we're in today. Population, all you know what to do. All the best.
Thank you, my friend. So, viewers, back on our Thursday, I have a little story for all you, you know. Remember the school incident we highlighted? We have a little bacchanal for you. But hold on. You're going to hear what some senior officers say. Let me tell you something. For the last 5 years, let me say, 4.5 years, everything I say on this program, things that I said I am going to push forward for, it came into effect. And you, the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, have seen that and experienced that. One side say he bringing forth X, Y, and Z, it coming to pass. But hold on, I'm going down there just now. Minister of Public Utilities, Marvin Gonzalez, have accused some United National Congress, UNC members, of using the Regulated Industry Commission, RIC, first public consultation on proposed increase in electricity rates to review their political career. Marvin, I have looked at the interview. Let me tell you something. You see when they want to score political points? Don't use your platform. Do not use your platform. If you want to score political points, go down to the community and find out what they need. There is a way in doing things to score political points. But you see, when you hear the citizens have to pay a higher rate, let me tell you something. Don't use politics there. Do not use politics, because the politics are paying for the citizen rates, you know. Citizens have to dig into their pocket to pull out money. They might pulling out politics. So don't try to blame UNC on using political. No. Anil Roberts, when he raised the question, he raised facts. That is what he raised. He raised facts. So there was a heavy presence of past and present UNC representatives at the meeting at the Center of Excellence, Macoya, including Khadija Amin, Anil Roberts, Barry Patharat, and Jack Warner. Opposition members made their calls for RIC to not approve rate increase for Trinidad and Tobago Electricity Commission. Now, UNC MP Barry Patharat went as far as accusing RIC officials of being puppets of Minister Gonzalez. Minister Gonzalez is the Minister of Public Utility. But we have WASA and TNTEC. WASA and TNTEC have to listen to the people, the managers of WASA and the managers of TNTEC. Board members of WASA, board members of TNTEC cannot go against a minister ruling. I want to let you understand that very clear. Very, very clear. I want to let you understand that. If the minister says, hey, you see down there, we shut it down there, they can't do anything but shut it down. That's the whole idea about it. That's where power comes into effect. That's where control comes into effect. That's where manipulations come into effect. That's where being puppeted come into effect. So I just want to tell you about power and control, how it functions. Caller, good night.
Saheed?
Go right ahead, you're live on Real Talk.
You mean to say after 8 years going. This Gonzal and all them PNM people still accusing the UNC people.
UNC?
When the UNC people was only there for 5 years, PNM there for 50-something years. What's really wrong with these people, Mr. Saieed?
Thank you, my dear. You see, I will tell you something. The job of the opposition is to stand for the people. The job of the opposition is to launch attack on anything the present government throws out into the public domain. That is the opposition job. So when Marvin said they use it as political gimmick or to score political point, no, Marvin, get your facts straight. Understand what the word opposition means. Understand what the word opposition means. Tonight I will put you in your place. The opposition is doing their job. What is your job? What is your job spec? Because when I looked at it, the opposition was standing for the people. You are encouraging the people to pay an increase, while the opposition is defending that increase. All I know, all a job spec. Don't just come out and they blah, 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 because all I have power. No, I will come out earlier on national television. I will let you know where you stand. Foolishness is something I don't play with. I do not play with it at all. Opposition MP made their calls for the RIC not to approve rate increase for Trinidad and Tobago. But you talking about they're using the platform political points? Theantech is about to increase rates. Who paying for the poor people, Marvin? You? Your office paying for poor people? No. So do not say it is a political agenda, it is a political race, it's for political point. No, Arnold Roberts is doing his work. Khatija Amin is doing his work. So you are saying it's okay for a pensioner who, after spending $4,000 a month, it is okay to increase it? What are they paying it with? Cut the hair on their head and pay it? Caller, good night.
Good night, President. Good night and Happy New Year to my Lord. How are you going?
Prem.
Yeah, man.
How are you?
Hi, good man, good man. It's pressure down the line, boy. This thing will go back, boy. This will keep pressuring me, boy. And they're cutting people work. They're adding on things. People building house. More and more people come into the country. And same pressure again. And they're cutting people for tax, for light bills, for proper tax. For everything they want. Where do people go get money from when you're doing people these things? And you're bringing in people to the country and taking away work. They take away house. They take away food too. That's when they go beat me and kill me.
Thank you, my friend.
Okay, brother. Take care.
RIC officials said they were not perpetrated. There were comments from the UNC members, and they welcomed views and feedbacks from everyone on the draft determination of the electricity price increase. Trinidad and Tobago, we are about to pay more for electricity. We are about to pay more. But Marvin Gonzalez said the UNC is using that platform for political points. So is Marvin standing for the people, or is he going against the people? Let the public be the judge, Marvin. The public put you there, remember that. Always remember that. Your job is to serve the people. Being the Minister of Public Utilities, you were supposed to ask WASA, why are they going to raise their rates? And the purpose of it. Likewise to Theantech. You're supposed to stand for the people. Are you defending Theantech and WASA? Come good. Come good. One thing I don't let is politics get into my head. That's one thing I don't let. Politics get into my head. Regulated Industry Commission, RIC Executive Director Glenn Kahn reckoned vulnerable citizens would not be harmed by the proposed increase in TNTEC rates while addressing a public consultation at the Center of Excellence. Can base this on a proposal to retain TNTEC's banded billing system, where the first few hundred units of electricity was supplied at a lower price. So them are paying then? They're not paying? Lower volume consumers will also enjoy a discount on their bill, while the social vulnerable can apply for a further discount. TNTEC Corporate Communication Officer Annabelle said, the TNTEC last rate increase was 13 years ago in 2009, and the proposed to have consumer pay their bill monthly rather than every 2 months. Customers now pay 26 cents per kilowatt hour. For the first 400 kilowatt used, 32 cents. For the next 400 to 1,000 kilowatt, and 37 cents for amount above 1,000 kilowatt. TNTEC is proposing customers are charged 28 cents for the first 200 kilowatt, 40 cents for the next 200 to 700 kilowatt, and 54 cents for 701 to 1400 kilowatt, and 68 cents for the amount over 1400 kilowatt. Everybody paying? Everybody's gonna pay. So TNTEC can't say, well, this one I'm paying and that one I'm paying and the next one I'm paying. No. When they go in front of the cashier, your bill read out, you pay it. And that's just how it goes. Hey, let me tell you something. We're in a sad state. We are in a sad state. So viewers, we are going for a short commercial break, but when we come back, we're going to discuss $800 million for energy industry when we come back.
Do you have a public concern you would like to highlight? You can email your pictures and videos to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com, and we will highlight your concerns on our show for Public Concerns Wednesday. Realtalk Credit Union information stores are now open to members of the public. We are located at the Realtalk Group of Companies building at number 14 Grooney Savannah Main Road. Opening hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Contact us via telephone at 238-6716 or 231-6219 to book your appointment. You can also stay connected with us via Facebook.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Realtalk Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saieed, Managing Director of Realtalk Group of Companies and Licensed Moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas, or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
Welcome back to Real Talk, viewers. Minister of Energy, Stuart Young, have stated that his ministry has been given the responsibility of making sure there are high returns in the oil and gas field in Trinidad and Tobago to manage the fuel subsidy and many more. A supplementation of $800 million have been allocated to the Ministry of Energy. Listen to this.
One of the responsibilities as well is for the Ministry of Energy and Energy Industries to manage the fuel subsidy that has been provided to the people of Trinidad and Tobago for many years, along with consultation with the Ministry of Finance, and that is what this whole movement of the $800 million.
$800 million have been allocated, you know. I feel it's a joke. I'm tell you something, a little bit again, they reach $1 billion. A little bit again, they reach $1 billion. And where did they allocate that money from? Because you see, this is the thing I don't understand. They allocate money, but they would never come out and say where they allocate the money from. And it seems to be a problem. Where did the allocation came from? Where did $800 million come from? Faraz Al-Rawi said, he's a local government minister, he said that almost $400 million came from, remember the fuel price raise? He said almost $400 million were allocated to the local government ministry to fix road. That allocation came from the rise of fuel price. Okay, you got close to $400 million. You said where it came from. But Stuart here is coming out and saying $800 million was allocated, but where did this money, where did the allocation came from? Where it came from? Paying for snail? Did it come from paying snail for snail? We don't know. We don't know where $800 million came from. And that is the problem we have in Trinidad. Monies are being allocated to do all sorts of things. But where did the allocation came from? We sell asphalt. We sell steel. We export pumpkin. Remember the finance minister was laughing at pumpkin and baji farmers? All remember that? How quickly we forget. How quickly we forget. So when I come here now and I ask, where did this money come from? Where did you get this allocation from? Come out to the public domain. Because corporation can't get money to patch roads. They can't get money to buy diesel for the equipment. But $800 million allocated. And when Saieed talks, Saieed, you're blasting. No, I'm not blasting. I'm trying to get you educated. Trying to get you educated. Now, Young stated that despite the government's announcement to cap the fuel subsidy at $1 billion, over $600 million was spent in fiscal 2022. In July 2022, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley had announced that the government would cap the government subsidy to the price at pump of $1 billion. There was also re-emphasized by Finance Minister Colin Member during the spotlight on economy in September, saying $1 billion was a reasonable cap. Minister Young explained that the government saw the need to allocate the cap to be expanded. Listen to this.
With respect to fuel subsidy for the fiscal year 2022, the government actually provided a subsidy of $1.6 billion, even, how much? $1.67 billion, even though we had indicated earlier in the year we would cap it at $1 billion. It was felt that we would still continue to provide that assistance to the population of Trinidad and Tobago, which worked out to be $670 million more than the $1 billion, not including the substantial subsidy that is paid towards LPG.
What are we going to do? It's Trinidad. Allocation could come from anywhere, and that's it. They have no explaining, but I'm going to tell you something. 2023 is a different year, you know. Government now will have to give account for allocation, where it came from, you know. It's something I'll be demanding. It is something I will be demanding. The opposition now in Parliament, okay, Stuarty, you allocate 500 million. Where did that 500 million come from? I hope someday in the coming weeks, the opposition asks that, so Stuarty will be able to answer and let the public know where it came from. And we'll be satisfied. So I'll give a persons of interest. Persons of interest. CSS founder, Nash Samuel. Nash. You up here with him? Nash. Nash is months now we have been trying to contact you on a business deal we did, and you failed to keep your end of the bargain. Contact me tomorrow, Mr. Nash. Otherwise, I will let the public know what you do. I'm going to tell you something. If you feel I afraid you, think again. Think again. As one man in Trinidad and Tobago, I ain't afraid nobody and I ain't afraid no lawsuit. You know why? You know why? Come back to me. You want to know why, Nash? Touch not the Lord anointing and do my prophet no harm. We had an agreement. You failed your end of the bargain. Bring back my money. It's that simple. You failed your end, refund me. Refund me. You want to see a business crash? Don't play with me. Don't play with me. I give you months. You run. All long rope have an end. Yours is tonight, tomorrow, and continuing. So, Matthew Ramke soon. Matthew, I needed to get in contact with me at 339-1670 or 267-7325. Could you do that, please? It's a matter of urgency. Do contact me tomorrow. Nicholas Bodram. Nicholas, we had an agreement and you didn't hold your end of the bargain. I understand that you went to the South office, but you did not run with your vehicle. I will continue doing this, Nicholas, until you come to me. Until you come to me. And you see that vehicle? Let me tell you something, Nicholas. I could get a policeman or a bailiff to go by your house at any point in time and pick up your vehicle. I could do that. I could do that. We had a discussion, and you failed to honor your discussion. Bring your vehicle on my compound. I have nothing again to say. Bring your vehicle on my compound. I will continue putting you up until you decide to come on my compound with your vehicle. Pop the next guy, the next picture. Now, the Peugeot. Rodney Harry. Rodney, I understand you're driving your vehicle and you're telling me it's only vehicle? The vehicle parked up by a person's yard. Where the picture? Drop the picture in. This is the vehicle I'm looking for. That is the vehicle I'm looking for. The vehicle is parked up by someone who does construction. Harry, Rodney, don't let me fall out. Don't let me fall out. Come back to me. So I want to send a shout out to the Lakshmi Girl Hindu College and thanks for your vouchers. I was supposed to do this in December, but I was so busy. I want to thank the management there for supplying us with some vouchers to give out to the less fortunate. I do want to thank you so much. This is coming from Real Talk Group of Companies to the Lakshmi Girls Hindu College. Thank you for your vouchers. So viewers, we're going for a break and we're coming back. Remember we had a video with some school incident that happened. When we come back, I have some updates for you.
Do you have a public concern you would like to highlight? You can email your pictures and videos to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com. and we will highlight your concerns on our show for Public Concerns Wednesday. Realtor Credit Union information stores are now open to members of the public. We are located at the Realtor Group of Companies building at number 14 Grooney Savannah Main Road. Opening hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Contact us via telephone at 238-6716 or 231-6219 to book your appointment. You can also stay connected with us via Facebook.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Realtor Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saieed, Managing Director of Realtor Group of Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
So welcome back to Real Talk, viewers. Remember, I'm a licensed money lender. Those of you who are looking for cash is not a problem. You love to borrow. I love to lend to put a smile on your face. Real Talk Credit Union information. You want to be a member? Contact us at 238-6716, 339-1670 or 267-7325 to find out about the requirements to open an account for you, the male, the female, the grandmother, the grandfather, and the kids. Remember, there's a fixed deposit rate of up to 4%. Grab it while you have the opportunity. So viewers, remember we highlighted a video of the Tableland High School with an incident that took place? Remember that? So the girl, there were 5 kids involved in it, right? And let me explain this, let me take my time and explain this to you. The boy, a student, and the girl who assaulted the student of the Tableland High School, both of them they got suspended. I didn't get the information on how much days they were suspended. No, by both of them. 3 other guys who launched an attack at the student in the washroom, they are still in the school compound. They are still going to school. And I will tell you this. So after hearing the mother of the son, after hearing the principal, I'm asking myself, is the principal defending the school and the kids? This is what I ask myself. Because hear this. One guy paid money for the student to be assaulted. One guy made $40, one guy made $10, and the boy who was assaulted, right? The person who slapped him came and gave him $5 and tell him sorry and forget the whole incident. Let me tell you something. The boy who paid the money, he is still going to school. He is still in the school compound. According to the principal who told the mother, well, you know, the boys and them have to come back to school. Right now, the student who got slapped is afraid to go back to the school. But the boys and them who pay the money, them bloody helltail is back in school. Is the principal defending the school and those bullies? Me afraid no principal, you know. I don't care who the father and mother is, you know.
Every time I talk to him,
It don't bother me. Come back to me. It don't bother me. It don't bother me. Tableland police is investigating the matter. The principal said, when I investigated it, like she's a police, when she investigated it, was more things adding up to it. Let me tell you something. The blasted student was assaulted on his school. The guy who paid the money, 3 of them who attacked the student in the washroom, still going to school in Tableland High School. They're still going to school. Tomorrow night I go call name. Tableland police will investigate him. Let me tell you something, a senior's coming in here now, you know. The guy who paid the money, the guy who called the shot is still in school. So I have a question for you, Trinidad and Tobago. I have a question for you. When they hanged Dole Chedi, was Dole Chedi present in the killing? Come on, don't be dumb, Trinidad and Tobago. Somebody call in. They held Dole Chedi for conspiracy to murder. He wasn't there, but they hung him. So the guy now who paid the money for the assault to take place, he's still going to school. He's still going to school, but they hung Dole Chedi for conspiracy to murder. Dole Chedi wasn't there, but they hung him. So I ask myself now, is the principal of that school, because she's close to retirement, is the principal of that school defending the children and the school? I don't know. I don't know. Because I spoke to the principal today. I spoke to the mother of the child today also. 2 of them that hit the student, they got suspended. The policeman's daughter and the next one. But the 3 of them who jumped him in the washroom, they are still in school. So what the hell is the ministry doing? I advise the mother, carry that video to the ministry and let them know everything that's happening. I will spend my money. I feel it's joke. So here it is now, after that incident and making it go public, one senior officer, listen what he said. Parents are being warned to take steps to steer their children away from a life of crime, as they may also be liable to criminal prosecution for supporting their activities. So the guy who paid the money now for the boy to get assaulted in Tableland High School, he's still in school. He's still in school. Come back to me. So here it is, the senior officer. The warning was issued by Senior Superintendent Kerwin Francis, who urged parents not to be an accessory to their children's criminal activity. So you want to be a young gang leader in school, you paying for anything to get done, and nobody can interfere with you. Nobody can interfere with you. Principal tell me, well, you know they're going home. The mother of the child say, you know, I see them in school when I went yesterday. Imagine that, eh? Imagine that. The son afraid to go back to school. 2 of them who assaulted him got suspended. But the real one who paid the money, at least Superintendent Kerwin Francis was looking at the program. And I want to thank him for coming out and making such a statement. Tell you when you hear I going at something, bet your last 10 cents it coming to pass, you know. I don't know chicken feed man, you know. Me sweeping nothing on no carpet, you know. Francis suggested that parents who notice antisocial or troublesome behavior in their children should take them to the police station where officers could talk and guide the child, started from young, that when they grow older, they may not get into a life of crime. I'm going to say my son, yes? Anyhow, my kids, them just go to school. But the student, the child of that mother, he's afraid to go back to school. The principal says, send him. They're going to make sure the incident will happen again. Let me tell you something. One of the guys who involved in the painting is the second time he interfered with that child. It is the second time. Hey, and what I heard also What I heard also is that parents who have children going to Tableland High School in a how they call it? How would you say, in a group chat? In a group chat that sent to the mother of the child, they are stating that they are fed up with situations in the school. But I will expose them stink. They are fed up of incidents happening in the school, in Tableland High School. If they feel I fail to highlight the matter, think again. Think again. But let me tell you something. You see this man on television they call Saieed? Don't play wrong now, man. If I tell you again something done, something will be done about it. Francis added that failure to take measures to prevent criminal activity among their children could not only result in the children being arrested, but noted parents can also face criminal charge, referring to an anti-gang act. Francis said a section of the legislation deals with prosecution of persons who may not be gang members but assist gang either through direct support or harboring them from the police. So what's going on with the dude now who paid now for the assault to take place on the student that was assaulted in Tableland High School? I don't feel like joking or what? I don't feel like joking or what? Parents who have students going to Tableland High School, they're fed up. They're fed up. It's years now I have been highlighting school incidents, violence, and asking the ministry to step in. And I said one day they're going to touch the wrong man child. You know what it did? They touched the correct man child. The parent came to me, said, we want you to deal with this matter. I heard now the policeman is embarrassed of what his daughter did. What now, I'm asking, what sort of punishment now is the policeman going to pass down to his daughter? To know not to do that again and embarrass the entire family and embarrass me as a police officer who working among my colleagues who trying to bring justice to Trinidad and Tobago, but my daughter gallivanting in school. Because as a police you go gallivant? No, gallivant on your own strength. Call her good night.
Yes, sir. Good night.
Go right ahead, my friend.
Sorry, I want to touch on two things real quick, boy. Away from where you're talking about right now, no problem, right?
Call me tomorrow night, we're going to talk about that. I just want to try and stay. We have about 2 minutes again before we close up.
Right,
I do
cool,
apologize.
No
Thank you, my friend. I know he's like, he hear custom calling in. So Francis is saying, if you don't warn your children and incidents happen, they will charge you and the parents. Remember I've been saying that? Remember I've been saying that charge the parents and charge the student. Well, there's a part of the legislation that not touch not the Lord's anointing, nor do my prophet no harm. When I call for something in Trinidad and Tobago, Navin, that is track record. That is performance. Monday night and Tuesday night, I light it up. I light it up on TV. Wednesday, we deal with Republic concerns. And today's Thursday. And look what Francis is saying, a senior officer. Thank you, Mr. Francis. When I want something done in Trinidad and Tobago, there is always somebody to come forward. You know why? You know why? Yea, do I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. I ain't fear nobody. Justice is justice. You think if I had something, if I had a skeleton in the closet, you think I would have been here? No. It's 5 years now, 4 years now, I've been in #1 current affairs program in Trinidad and Tobago. And the 19th of March will make me 5 years on the national television in Synergy, and I haven't budged. I don't ask nobody to fund my program. Nobody. You know why? You know why? My God is make sure I have funding to pay my workers and to pay my bills. Because I am a fair person with the public. I lending money. You can't make your payment Monday, you want to come Wednesday, not a problem. I have a heart. I have a heart. But don't dig out the heart. You wouldn't like when the heart retaliate. So I'm waiting for a little report from the Tableland police station from the officer who will be investigating that. You listen to me, you can't be paying children to assault other children and you continue going to school like nothing happened, you know. No, you interfere with the Kirkman trial. You interfere with the Kirkman trial to take a stand for school violence in Trinidad and Tobago. Where Gatsby Dolly is? Drinking hot coffee somewhere? Hot coffee and chocolate chip cookies? While parents crying out for their kids being abused in school and nobody doing nothing? I'll light up all of them. I like to light candle, you know. In heaven, we like to light candle, you know. As a candle man, you know. When current go, we're lighting. No candle. So there's a light that will shine in the darkness. So you could see where you're going. I will light my candle in my closet. We got that time? So viewers, we have about 2 minutes left, but I just want to thank Francis for coming out and making such a statement after I highlighted the issue. I'm going to tell you something. I don't put water in my mouth to talk, you know. When I want justice to just come forward, you know. God is make sure the correct thing always happen to the right person. The correct thing will always happen to the right person. There's a rerun of this program tomorrow from 11:30 to 12:30, viewers. From 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. It's Thursday tonight. We're going to be right back here on Friday to wrap up our week's program. It's Fire Friday, we normally call it, but there's a night you could call it and highlight anything. I want to thank you, the viewers, for viewing Real Talk with Saieed Ali. Thank you for making us #1. Continue sharing our live stream. Tell your friends and family about our program. Let us remain in #1. Let this platform be a platform for you to voice your concerns. Call in, highlight your matters, and maybe somebody looking on will help out the situation. So until we meet again, I am Saieed Ali, and I am saying to you, press forward in righteousness, and your reward will be given unto you in due time. Until we meet again, good night.